Hello and welcome to this video tutorial where we will give you an overview of the Terra Matters platform. As a reminder, Terra Matters is here to help you create and share PCDS, Product Circularity Data Sheet, according to ISO 59040. In the platform, you have three main functionalities, which are to create a PCDS, to find a PCDS from other users, and to check the digital signature of a PCDS. With this function, you can upload a PCDS document that you would have received from one of your stakeholders, for example. And when you upload it, we will check that the digital signature of the document matches what we have on our database, meaning the document was indeed made using Terra Matters platform, that it is still valid and not obsolete, and that it was not altered outside of our platform. So this will give you some assurance that from a digital point of view, the document is valid. You can also find PCDS from other users. Remember here, the PCDS is here to increase transparency, facilitate collaboration along a supply chain about product circularity data. So here you can search for PCDS made by other users of the platform, for example, searching by product name or supplier name. If a PCDS matches your search, it will appear in the search results. When people create a PCDS, they can do it in private mode or in public mode. If they do it in public mode, you will automatically be able to download it. If they did it in private mode, you will see that the document exists, but you will need to request access to its owner. When you request access, the owner will see here that somebody is asking for it, and they will be able to approve or decline your request. If they approve your request, on the right side of the screen, you will see that you are approved and that you can download their document. The main functionality is to create and manage your PCDS. And all the documents you create or you work on as drafts will be available in a list here. To create a new PCDS, you click the Create button and you choose a template. For the moment, there is one template, which is all the statements mentioned by the ISO. In the future, we will develop functionalities allowing you to use customized templates, such as sector-specific templates. So you choose the template. If you have a partner account, which allows you to issue PCDS on behalf of your clients, you will have an additional functionality, which is allowing you to select the client for which you are making the PCDS, and that is the supplier of the product. Then you click to proceed with the creation of the document. You will see here what we call smart questions. Smart questions are here to accelerate the filling of the questionnaire by pre-filling some responses on your behalf. For example, if you already know that you don't have any reused parts in the product, you select no, and we will answer false to all the questions related to reused content. Obviously, you have the possibility later in the form to change those responses if needed. I would recommend to use smart questions only if you are already familiar with the PCDS and the kind of questions that are asked. You also see at the bottom a public and private toggle. This is what I explained earlier. You can decide here if you want this document to be automatically downloadable by other users or if you want to control access. In the form, you will see several parts which are mentioned in the ISO. The first part here, template issuer, you don't have to worry about it. It is Terra Matters identifying themselves as the creator of the form. This is required by the ISO. In product and company information, you identify the product for which you are making a PCDS. If needed, you can even input an ID for the product to uniquely identify it. As a consultant, I already selected the client for which I was making the document, which is here the supplier of the product, and so you can see that those fields have been pre-filled for me. Then you have the circularity-related questions covering all the life cycle of the product, from the composition of the product the production methods, the durability aspect, and the end-of-life aspect, followed by extra benefits. As you can see, the questions here follow the structure required by the ISO 59040, which is statements followed by true or false response choices, and also percentage intervals when you need to indicate a percentage. You see two additional optional fields, which are the persistent identifier. In this field, you can put, if you want, a permanent link directing the user to a document or a web page which will give additional details, additional information, which will give a piece of evidence to reinforce your response. In the specification field, it is a text box where, on an optional basis as well, you can indicate the calculation method, the norm, the standard that you used to answer the above question. To facilitate the understanding of the PCDS, you will find the official definitions according to the ISO in a tooltip, which is very important so that everybody speaks the same language and understands the questions in the same way. And if it is not clear to you and you want extra help, you can click the little eye here and a pop-up will appear where we will give you some further guidance on what the statement means and what the ISO expects as an answer. Once you have completed all the responses, you can save your draft. It will then appear in your list of documents. You can go back to your draft as many times as you want. You don't have to fill in one go. And when you are satisfied with your responses, you can submit it, which will then generate the PCDS. It will move into submitted status. You will be able to update the PCDS once published as many times as needed. It is very important, for example, if you change something to the product composition. And you can download the results either in JSON, which is a machine-readable format, or in PDF. The PDF is fully standardized as well, so you will always find the same information in the same place, such as the product name, the supplier of the product, the validity period. As a reminder, the PCDS is valid for a maximum of 5 years. You will also find a summary table at the beginning of the document giving an overview of the main responses. If you have a partner account, you have the extra possibility to upload your logo to do some co-branding, and your logo would appear here in the top right corner of the document. You then see all the detailed responses in the true and false format, following the order required by the ISO. And if you used some optional fields, such as permanent links or specification fields, they would be found at the end of the document. And you are now free to use this document to improve the eco-design of the product, to share with clients, to prepare regulatory reporting overall, to facilitate the transition to the circular economy. If you have further questions, feel free to contact us at support@terramatters.net. Thank you.